Hello everyone, today is Thursday, March 28th. It's 2:47 p.m., about an hour and 10 minutes before the regular session close. You can see my computer clock, and you can see on my left the time and sales. The E-mini S&P currently trading at 2813.75. Pretty good day today. First up is the DAX on a Super Ranko 14 tick with our lofty goal of 35.50. And a limit order with a 4-tick pullback. This hit its goal and had a tick of slippage per contract. We enter a market order when we hit our goal. This had 3 winning trades and no drawdown, and you can see them here, here, and here. Trades in the opposite direction were not taken because we basically cancel our limit order after only 3 bars. So even though it's a 4-tick pullback and we would have got filled, this trade was not taken because of the 3 bars. Excellent performance on this chart, hitting its goal. Okay, next is the DAX on a 150 Kanashii chart. This chart, I forgot to insert the template, so it just traded the default settings, which is actually 4 contracts with profit targets of 5, 9, and 14 ticks, and a runner with a 10-tick stop loss and trailing stop at 10 ticks, trailing by 10%, which is really 1 tick. So, and no profit goal. Interestingly, you can see how it performed here. These trades are really small because at 10 ticks, we're out with a trailing stop of a tick. So this made an equity high of 3,235 early in the session with no drawdown. These first group of trades were all winners here. See if I can make this a little bigger. So this first initial run up, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 winning trades in a row brought us to about 3,200 in equity. And then we began to run into some trouble, and anyway, closed the session at 1,600. So pretty interesting. Just these default settings did so well in spite of things. Okay, next is the E-mini S&P on a 987 Kanashii chart, and this was moderately active today. You can see the beginning. This starts trading at the London Open, and this was mostly underwater until the US Open, at which point it recovered from a very minor drawdown, only a couple of $100, and then came up to an equity high just above 1,200 and finished out at 1,100. The goal on this is 1,550, so just shy of its goal. It's a limit order with an 8-tick pullback. That's 2 points in the ES. Okay, the DAX on a Super Ranko 6-tick with our high sensitivity. This has a sensitivity of 9 and a goal of 2,500, and it's an 18-tick pullback. That's quite steep. Nevertheless, we got filled on this trade. Excellent placement here at the bottom of this swing, and our first target is really tight, and then this went pretty far. I believe I adjusted the profit targets on this, as some of these moves can be quite large. So this made an equity high of about 1,500, and then had a loser here and ended up with 1,062 for the day. Next is the Nasdaq on a 1597 Kanashii chart. It started out with 2 losers and drew down about $800 or $400 per contract, and then came back with a very stellar short trade right here and finished at 1230. So this trade here was about a $2,000 profit, recovering from its drawdown, and our goal on this is 1250. So we hit our goal and had a tick of slippage or 2, but pretty spectacular performance on this chart. Just goes to show that the Autotrader can absorb some losing trades. Generally, if your money management is such that your losers are relatively small, but the winners have the potential to catch a move like this, you can end up hitting your goal quite possibly. Okay, next up is the E-mini S&P on a Super Renko 4-tick chart, and this has a higher time frame filter of Super Renko 6, one of our most consistent charts, and this did 1,062.50. Our goal on this is 1,050, so we had 1 tick positive slippage. We had no losing trades on this chart. You can see the 3 trades here, very nice placement against the higher time frame, and trading through this sideways period of chop 2 times, here and here, and then coming back for this last trade. Not the greatest position on entry, kind of took some heat here, but ended up hitting its goal. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a regular 5 Renko chart had 5 or 6 trades. We had 2 losers, 1 here and 1 here. This did 712.50 for the day. The goal on this is 800. I'm going to say it probably hit its goal and had some slippage. Came very close to its goal here, but did not make it. This one has a higher time frame of Super Renko 6. Okay, next is our other regular Renko 5-tick, and it looks like we just had 2 trades here and hit our goal, which is probably 800. And so we had a tick of slippage per contract here. Modest gain on the bonds with our open range filter. One very small loser of just $131. And then it came back and did 312.50. So when you talk about trading a combine, it's very strict on your losses, and just small gains like this each day add up and could get you qualified for a combine. Okay, another E-mini S&P Super Renko 4-tick did 825 for the day. This has a higher time frame of Super Renko 6 and a goal of 850. Okay, the E-mini S&P on a Super Renko 4-tick with a higher time frame of Super Renko 8 has a goal of 750, and it's currently long. We have a closed P&L of 162.50 and an open P&L of about 175. And the higher time frame is green. Against this backdrop, it looks like we will get an extension of this move, and I would venture to say this is looking pretty good. It looks like it's about to hit its first target right here. It's only a couple of ticks away. Let's just watch this for a moment, see if it hits its first target. And there you saw it hit its target, first profit target. Okay, so back to our E-mini S&P Super Renko 6-tick, which was long just a moment ago. This hit its goal. The goal on this is 750, so it probably had a couple of ticks of slippage, but definitely hit its goal and stopped trading, and that's why we're out here. When I showed this just a few minutes ago, it was at 425 profit and had an open P&L of about 100, and then this ended up hitting its goal. That's all for today's video. Thanks for watching today.